What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, we're going to be going over ranking our top 10 shooting guards right now in NBA 2K26 MyTEAM from 10 all the way down through 1. Now, I gotta say, the shooting guard position honestly is pretty stacked. I was looking through things and it is pretty top heavy, I would say, but there's a lot of really good shooting guards to get at, even some guys that didn't make the list that could have, that I was like, ooh, do I put Desmond Bane on the list? I don't really love Desmond Bane, so I obviously didn't, but he could have been on the list. There's a lot of other guys that you guys could have put on the list as well. So hopefully you guys enjoy the video, guys. If you're new to the channel, please smash that subscribe button, and hopefully at the end of the day, the video helps you guys out. That's the main reason that I do videos like this. At my number 10, we're plugging in Klay Thompson. Now, I get it at this stage, guys. Klay Thompson might not be the most hyped up. He might not be the most exciting. But at the end of the day, Klay Thompson is still a guy that you guys can pick up, or I guess you can't pick him up anymore, but you can run him on your squad, and guess what? He's going to knock down shots and play solid enough defense. At the end of the day, that's what Klay Thompson's going to do. I wish his driving dunk was better. I wish badge-wise he was slightly better as well. But again, 98 3-ball, defensively has some solid badges, hot spots from everywhere. I just can't hate a whole ton on what Klay Thompson gives you. Now again, I like other cards way more than Klay, which is why he doesn't currently play for me. But I am telling you, if you are let's say, a beginner on this game or just trying to get your squad figured out, Klay absolutely can play and hold it down for you guys. So I want you guys to know and realize that, yes, I get it, Klay's not necessarily perfect anymore, but he is still a really solid 3-and-D option. And again, if you get an open shot with Klay, he should legitimately never miss for you. If you're missing with Klay, that's a you problem, not a Klay Thompson problem. Coming in at my number 10. At my number 9, we are plugging in the Pink Diamond Jimmy Butler. Now, really why I'm plugging in Pink Diamond Jimmy is because a lot of people did get him from their Hoff boxes. And so, me knowing that a bunch of people have him, I want you to know if you have Jimmy, he can play for you guys. More total badges than a guy like Klay Thompson. Defensively is going to give you more. Movement-wise is better, has a better driving dunk. I'm not going to shoot the ball as good as Klay, but everything else he's going to do better. Total badges are better. Driving dunk is better. Playmaking is better. Defensively is slightly better. I don't want you guys thinking that Jimmy Butler is perfect. Because again, if I had Jimmy Butler, he absolutely would not play for me. There's going to be diamonds on this list that I have higher than Jimmy. I don't love the card. And I think a lot of the reason I don't love Jimmy Butler is because of that release. His release is just, in my opinion, not great. Again, if you want to run Jimmy Butler, if you like his release, that's fine. I'm just saying, for me personally, I don't love the release of Jimmy, but still a solid option coming in here at my number 9. At my number 8, this one's an interesting one. Pink Diamond Vince Carter. I really didn't know where to put Vince because I think Vince is good, but the fact that he doesn't, the fact that fades got patched really hurt Vince Carter because throughout the early stages of my team, I was thinking when Vince Carter came out, he was maybe going to be the best shooting guard in the game. That was genuinely my thought process. But again, as times went on, it's just no longer, I just no longer think of Vince like that because his dribble sigs aren't great. He's only 6'6". The Pro 2 fade is not as valuable as it once was. And it's tough, right? Again, I'm not hating on him, but it's just tough given the fact that, he's no longer what he once could have been. Hot spots from everywhere. Again, stat-wise, pretty solid. Do wish his defense was slightly better. His defensive stats aren't necessarily that great. She's looking at a 6'6" card with mediocre defense. I mean, it's just nothing special, which, again, once upon a time, it would have been. At my number 7 here, we're going to plug in Bruce Bowen. And here's where I'm talking about. I've got a diamond card higher than I've got Vince Carter, as well as Jimmy Butler. What is there not to like about Bruce Bowen? 6'7", 94 3-ball, so he's never going to miss for you. 90 speed, defense is off the charts good, 85 driving dunk. So again, I encourage you guys to answer my question of what are the flaws in Bruce Bowen, because I don't see any. And again, maybe I'm just gassing him too much, but I literally don't see any flaws. Gonna knock down shots, gonna play good defense. Sure, you might wish the speed with ball handling was slightly better. His release is immaculate. Badge-wise has everything he needs. I genuinely don't know how anybody can hate on Bruce Bowen. I genuinely don't, because when I'm looking at him, he gives you the perfect 3-and-D type player in my team. Like the perfect guy to hold it down at that shooting guard small forward position. And again, if you don't like him, that's totally up to you, right? You're entitled to that opinion. I'm just saying for me, when I'm looking at things, I just don't understand how people do not hype up Bruce Bowen still to this day. Because again, I don't see any flaws in it, right? Like, I still think that this is one of my favorite cards that I've used at that small forward position all year long. Obviously, you can play him at the 2, though. At my number 6, we're plugging in the Pink Diamond Ron Artest. I feel like one of the most, I don't know, overhyped up, over-gassed cards in the game. Like, I'm genuinely so serious. I don't know if Ron Artest is even better than Bruce Bowen. And again, I'm not trying to hate on Ron Artest because he's still fine. Like, I like Bruce Bowen. I like Ron Artest. I just think he's overhyped. Genuinely is where I'm at. 6'7", defensively going to be really solid. 90 driving dunk is solid. Again, defense is perfect. The speed with ball is only an 80 though. And I say that to tell you guys, like, if you're looking for Ron Artest to be a ball handler type option at the 2, he's not going to do that well. Like, release-wise is fine. Pro leaner is fine. Again, badge-wise is okay. But it's not like he's going to be a primary ball handler for you. He can be fine. You can use him and have success with him. I'm not saying he's terrible. But I'm telling you right now, like, him or Bruce Bowen, I genuinely don't know who the better option is. Genuinely. Like, I think both cards are good. Yes, Ron Artest is going to be in here at my number 6 as a card that is going to knock down shots, that is going to play immaculate defense. But I do think he is just slightly overhyped. And even as I'm going through this, it's like, maybe I need to move Vince Carter above a guy like Ron Artest. It's just tough, though, because Ron Artest is going to be that much better on the defensive side of the ball. So it's just tough. And again, it's why I don't necessarily love Vince Carter. It's because of the lack of defense. But again, offensively, he's going to give you so much more than a guy like a Ron Artest. So it's tough. I'm going to leave things here, but again, it is really tough. Andrew Wiggins coming in at my number 5. Maybe the most underrated card of the year. People ask me that sometimes. Ty, who's your most underrated card of the year? And I feel wrong saying Andrew Wiggins because he is good and he is expensive, but I think he's the most underrated card that we've gotten this year. 87 3-ball, smooth release, you're not going to miss with, right? 97 driving dunk, 87 speed with ball. So again, compare that speed with ball to the speed with ball of Ron Artest. One is solid, one is not. Andrew Wiggins, 92 speed, solid defense. He's 6'8", great badge-wise. You're looking at base badges, 25, fully badged up to 30. I just love what Andrew Wiggins provides for you guys on the court. I do. And again, I feel like post-fade patch, it made Andrew Wiggins even better, right? Because he's got good length. The catch and shoot release is solid. He is a perfect shooting guard for the way that this game is played. And again, you guys can say whatever you want, that I'm gassing Andrew Wiggins too much, whatever you want. But I'm telling you right now, Andrew Wiggins can play at a really high level. At my number 4, we are plugging in the Pink Diamond Tracy McGrady card. 6'8", 7'2" wingspan, only 23 base badges, does have hot spots from everywhere. Badge-wise is immaculate. The way I would think of T-Mac is a way better version of an Andrew Wiggins, right? 6'8", max 3-ball, max dunk, speed with ball is higher, defensively is even better. T-Mac based on normal. I've not really used it yet this year, normal leaner. But my thing is this, T-Mac is so expensive. So again, when you're comparing the two, it's like Andrew Wiggins' badge rise is literally just as good. You can get a sellable option. And again, you don't have to lock in a ton of MT. Whereas, with Andrew, with Tracy McGrady, that's not the case. You got to lock in a bunch of MT, and I just don't think he's ultimately worth it. So again, do I think T-Mac side by side is better than Andrew Wiggins? Yes. But I don't think it's by much. I think it's by a very slight, very small difference. So that's kind of where I'm at with T-Mac. I think the card's fine. I think you can use him. I think you can have success with him. But I don't want you guys up here thinking like T-Mac is going to change everything for you. Like, he is not worth getting, in my opinion. However, he is still one of the best shooting guards in the game. So that's just kind of my approach to it. He's in here at number 4, though. So again, don't think T-Mac's going to be worth it or that you guys should go and pick up T-Mac. He's still not my favorite shooting guard in the game, especially for the price tag that T-Mac is going for right now. Coming in at my number 3, we are plugging in Pink Diamond Brandon Ingram. Now, I didn't get Brandon Ingram. Do I regret it? No. But the only reason I don't regret it is because I've already got a really good shooting guard. Here's the deal with BI, guys. He is so elite on this game. And it starts with the fact that he is 6'10". If you are 6'10" at the 2 on this game, I don't want to say everything else goes out the window, but you've already got the most important thing that a shooting guard can have. Like, that is so valuable, so important, the fact that he is 6'10". His release allows him to, like, shoot over people. So he's 6'10". His release is basically not contestable. Animation-wise is good. Defensive stats are pretty solid for the card as well. 6'10", 21 base badges, 93 3-ball, 90 driving dunk, solid playmaking, good speed, defense is okay. And no, stat-wise, it's nothing crazy. But again, we got to realize the card is 6'10". So like, think about it like this, right? People gas Wemby because he is, what, 7'4" on this game? But stat-wise, Wemby is nothing compared to Joel Embiid. And honestly, Jack Sigma is just as good, you know, when you're looking at those things. Think of that for like BI, right? People want to gas BI because, again, he's 6'10". He's got a smooth release. His stats and badges, they're fine, but they're nothing game-changing, game-breaking. The only reason Brandon Ingram plays, you know, out of his mind on this game, I don't want to say the only reason, but the biggest reason is because he is 6'10". If this card wasn't 6'10", I don't think nearly as many people would be gassing him, but because he is 6'10", he's got to be gassed, right? Like 6'10", badge-wise immaculate. There's just not a whole lot of negative things, downsides to BI. The release is so good. The fade is pretty solid. BI at my number 3. At my number 2, a card I do still like more than Brandon Ingram is the pink diamond Scottie Pippen. Now this one is interesting because a lot of people would take BI over Scottie. And again, I can't even sit up there and say that they are all wrong. Again, a lot of it at this stage is totally preference based. The thing that I love about Scottie Pippen is just look at his stats. 94 3-ball, 95 driving dunk, 95 speed, defensive stats. I don't know if you can get better than what his are. Meanwhile, he's got a 90 speed with ball. Defensive badges are immaculate too. Yeah, you can say, oh, Ty, Scottie Pippen's total badges aren't that great, right? Like 24 base badges. He's going to be missing some badges, which is true. But when I'm looking at a card, I like the Scottie Pippen release. He's 6'8". Defensively, he literally is immaculate on this game. I just don't think I can hate at all on what Scottie Pippen provides. Like, I genuinely don't think I can hate on it at all. From what I'm looking at, I think Scottie Pippen's my favorite shooting guard that I have. Obviously, again, he's not cheap. You have to spend a bunch of MT locking him in. But if you get a guy like Scottie, he can play for a very long time, right? If you did get Scottie, there's no reason to go and get anyone else. Like, Scottie Pippen is absolutely elite. His movement is pretty good. He can be, honestly, your primary ball handler. You know, you just got to kind of run to the rim with him more than anything. So you kind of got to know how to play with him. But if you get used to using Scottie Pippen, I'm telling you right now, you're going to like the card. And you're going to be able to use him at just such a high level on this game. Coming in at my number 1, and I don't even think it's close, is Julius Erving. I think by far and away, Dr. J is our best shooting guard in this game, right? I don't even think it's close, which is crazy because he is only 6'7". He has no hot spots. And like, you wouldn't think, oh, based on, you know, those couple of factors, that he would be by far and away the best shooting guard in the game. But let me just talk about something, okay? Stat-wise, when I look at his defensive stats, they're somewhat comparable to Scottie Pippen. They're not quite as good, but they are pretty comparable. When you're looking at his defensive stats compared to Scottie's, they're close, right? And obviously, again, who you prefer is totally, you know, preference-based, but I just want you guys to know, like, defensively, Dr. J is going to be able to do it. 98 driving dunk, 92 speed with ball, badge-wise, way better than Scottie Pippen. Another reason I really like Dr. J is because when you look at Scottie Pippen, he doesn't have nearly as many total badges as Dr. J. Like, Dr. J is going to have, what, 7 to 8 more badges? Like, that's a big deal when you're talking about, you know, the top 2 shooting guards in the game, right? Meanwhile, Dr. J is going to have the best release that I've seen or used in this game. That John Wall base on normal is perfect. You don't even want that release on quick. If you get it on quick, it's almost too fast. And again, this is coming from somebody, like I've used John Wall over the course of years. And again, if you have John Wall's release on quick, it is somewhat tough to time and somewhat tough to green. So again, that's, you know, what I've seen over the course of time and why I do really like Dr. J, and especially the Dr. J release, right? Again, I think that John Wall release on normal is literally perfect. I don't even know if there's a better release, you know, that I've seen or used on this game. So yes, I do have Dr. J as my number 1 shooting guard on this game, and honestly, I don't even know if it's close. Like, I'm genuinely so serious. I think the difference between him and Scottie Pippen is bigger than, like, the difference between Scottie Pippen and T-Mac. Like, I genuinely do. So, you guys are seeing me with, like, 2 million MT and wondering, Ty, what are you doing? Why are you not spending your MT? Well, that's why. And again, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get Dr. J ever, right? Because right now he is obviously super expensive. But that's what I'm trying to do, because there's no reason for me to do anything else and not save up MT when Dr. J is really that good on this game, and probably the next big addition that I'm looking to pick up for my squad. So that's kind of the reason I'm saving a bunch of MT, just in hopes that maybe eventually I'll be able to save up and get Dr. J, but who knows? that's going to wrap it up for our top 10 shooting guards right now. NBA 2K26 MyTEAM. You guys can let me know your thoughts on it down below in the comments. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.